And we're back from Qatar and the Club World Cup, back from the winter or Southern Hemisphere summer break, and back in action with one of the biggest matches in world football. It's the Superclasico against River Plate. So hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dodgy Gamer here with another episode of Beta Bocas. Still in the beta, literally just as I was setting up to record this episode, I got a Steam update and the full game is here. But we're going to finish what we started. We're going to finish the season, and we're going to continue today with the Superclasico against River Plate. Of course, we've played them already. We beat them in the cup final just a couple of episodes ago. I've just given you a huge spoiler, but go and check it out anyway if you haven't seen that already. But now we take them on in the league, and it is a crucial game. As you can see from the league table just up here, we are second still, behind River. 2 points behind. We have a game in hand on them. So if we can win today, we're still going to have that game in hand, and we're going to be a point ahead. So it's really going to put us in the driving seat for the title. However, it's a big if we can win today, because we are playing this game away at the Antonio Vespuccio Liberty. I said that in an Italian voice for some reason, or the Monumental, as it's known. So let's have a look at the tail of the tape. So, of course, in the last episode, you would have seen that Club World Championship, that epic adventure where Liverpool cynically hacked my players off the pitch, and we lost 2-1. Since then, we've had a mini kind of mid-season break, and we had a couple of friendlies against some local teams, a 1-1 with Belgrano, a massive 7-1 win over Mitre, and then I called over the famous Zebre, aka Juventus, who kind of beat us quite easily, but it was a nice experience and a bit of money in the bank. So now we are back. As you can see, we've still got a bit of a way to go in the season after today. So we've got the big game against River, first versus second. Massive game, this one. And after that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches in the league. You'll also see Recopa. Recopa is the South American equivalent of the Super Cup, played over 2 legs, and we are playing San from Brazil. Someone's going to have to help me out with those. Those are Santos, I guess, although the colours don't seem to match. But I'm not sure what's going on with the Brazil licensing anymore. Anyway, we're taking them on. We've also got the Supercopa Argentina to come against Racing Club, so we've got today's episode. Now, today, this is going to be a quick one. I think the Superclasico, it deserves its own episode. Hopefully it's going to be a match with a bit of action and not be one of those where it just whips through with no highlights. But it deserves its own episode. So we're going to do the River game. Then, the next episode after this, I'm thinking we'll probably do the Recopa because it's 2 legs. We'll do the first leg off camera. And then the next episode we can do Supercopa Argentina and Recopa. And then, perhaps, we'll just see what happens with the league, because, it could be that somewhere in the middle of that, we get to a title-deciding match, or a potential title-deciding match. Oh, we'll see. We'll leave the future episodes open. Today, it's us against River. Let's check it out. River are actually favourites for this one, although we are in better form, although, of course, there's been a mid-season break, so I'm not sure form counts anymore. Now, this is a formation we're going with. I wanted to continue with that form we used in that tactic we used in the second half against Liverpool. However, there have been a few changes to the squad over the transfer window that we've just had. Basically, I had a couple of players on loan. Lisandro Lopez, for example, was a loan player in from Sporting Lisbon, I believe it was, and his loan was up on the 31st of December. I tried to extend it. They were not interested. They said he's going to come back to Sporting and play in the first team. Fair enough. We did have a buyout clause, but we don't have anywhere near enough money to match it. So he's gone. Then of the players I've got left, Izquierdos and Alonso are both recovering from injuries, so are not available, which means I've got as defenders the 18-year-old Mingo, who just turned 18 recently, and the 34-year-old Goltz. So not the best not the ideal central defensive pairing, and there's no way I can play 3 centre-backs, so here we are. It's one liberating thing about playing a beta save, I think, and one season. I don't really care about transfers that much, so I didn't try to bring too many in. I wasn't looking for any prospects for the future, although it is a bit annoying that, we weren't able to bring in any central defenders. Anyway, to the dressing room, where we tell the team that you've got to do it for the fans. Let's do this for the fans. Go to the top of the table. That's boosted everybody. And we're out for the kickoff, the Superclasico. This is what it's all about. This is one of the main reasons we came down to Argentina, to Buenos Aires, for games like this. And so far we've had 15 minutes and nothing's happened. A couple of shots according to the match stats, but nothing for us. I'm going to encourage the team. That hasn't worked particularly well. It's fired up the goalkeeper, so that's all right. Half an hour now and no highlights. Wow. This is going to be an absolutely stupendous episode. It looks like I'm going to get to 45 minutes having talked the entire way without having a single highlight to show for it. Well, thank you very much. Come on, do it for the fans. Take us to the top of the table. Start the second. Oh, highlight after 34 seconds. What's going on? Well, it's us with the ball. Building it from the back. Nice stuff into De Rossi. De Rossi pings one forward, but it was perhaps a bit too pingy. Anyway, let's see if we can win the ball back here and prevent River from launching a counter-attack. But here they go. They've got Quintero coming down the wing. He's cut inside. He went for the shot. They're still going for shots. Of course, as I said, I was setting this all up to record. And then when I went into Steam, it started downloading the kind of release patch to put this game to the full version. You'll see in that corner over there, wherever it is, that this is the beta message has disappeared. So I'm not sure how my tactics are going to hold up. Haven't had the chance to test them because, of course, I played through pre-season or, mid-season break last night, didn't I? Anyway, up to the hour mark. Couple of chances there for River. I'm going to demand a bit more from my players because they are just being a bit overwhelmed in the second half. It's like Al Ittihad of Saudi Arabia all over again. But here comes Salvio, right down the byline. Whips one into Abila, who's got past the defence, and the goalkeeper saves it. Oh, that was a clear-cut chance. Gone begging. But now we've got an advanced position for this throw-in. Marcone's got the ball. Plays it back to Mingo, the 18-year-old centre-back, who plays it all the way back to the keeper. Well, okay, I guess they've got a plan in mind. I do tell them to build it from the back, but, I don't want you to build it from the back when we're already up on the edge of their area. Anyway, Abila skips past. Oh, and Abila with a fantastic solo goal. Literally out of nowhere. We've taken the lead against our huge rivals away from home to go top of the league. Look at that. Pinola, thank you Pinola for the assist. Ebola just makes him look like a complete tool, runs circles round him and then just lifts it past the keeper. Oh, it's on, boys, it's on. We're top of the league, at least for the moment. Are they going to crumble though? Here's Salvio. Salvio, why did you shoot? You should have squared it. Oh, okay, I've got to praise the team. I'm going to praise them. Praise has been working well for me in Football Manager 2020 so far. In the past, I've always avoided it for fear of making the team too cocky and complacent, as Abila has a shot tipped out for a corner. Can we get anything from this? Fabra with the corner, whips it in, comes out as far as Salvio, doing his job, waiting deep to pick up the ball. He's run it out wide, and I think he's earned as a free kick. Oh, and I thought potentially he'd got a red card for the opposition. I'm going to make some substitutions. Again, I'm reduced in what I can do, unfortunately. But I'm going to bring on Almendra for Campuzano, just because Campuzano is looking a bit, nervous. I'm going to bring on Villa for Salvio, because Zarate hasn't done a lot today, actually, but Salvio's feeling nervous, so we're going to get him off as well. Ooh, free kick in a dangerous position for River, and they've equalised. Prato, the aptly named Prato, equalises for River. Oh, I thought they might get back into this. Header off the bar. Prato just reacted to it before the defenders. We're going to demand a bit more for the end of this game. Focus the team. We're into the final few minutes. We've got another substitution we can make. Should we make it? Put on... well, Abila has scored a goal for us, but let's put on Hurtado anyway. Bit of pace. Pacey young Venezuelan striker. Is this going to be a disappointing draw? Well, 1-1 away at River. You'd take it most days, but the fact that we led for so long just makes it disappointing in the end. Yeah, and that's what I'm telling them. I'm disappointed we couldn't grab the win, and that's fired them up. Oh, well, Abila, at least, I didn't realise it was on a goal drought, actually. 10 hours. Oh, dearie me. I guess, all the rotating in and out of the squad has upset his form a bit. So the status quo remains the same. We're in a very similar position to what we were at the start of the episode. We're second. We're 2 points behind River, but we still have that game in hand. We've still got that game in hand. We also still have to play San Lorenzo, the third place team, who are kind of still in with a shout for the title as well. We've got 6 games left. So let's look at that schedule and see how it's going to go. You'll see that the Copa Libertadores group stage has been drawn already. I'm not going to feature that on the channel because, I'm not going to go through to the final. Again, does mean the kind of end of our league season is slightly delayed as this match with Patronato got pushed back by the group stage matches. So we're going to play through. That's where I'm going to finish off with that match against Patronato. But we'll see if a point comes up somewhere in amongst these matches when it looks like the league's going to be won. I'll record an episode for you guys. We'll also try and add 2 more trophies with the Super Copas of Argentina and South America. If you have enjoyed today's little mini episode against River Plate Superclasico, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Drop me a comment. I'll respond to them all. I'm Dodgy Gamer, and see you again soon.